It is so important to take care of yourself as a business owner when you're going to be running a business. And the reason I say that is because if you're not right, if you're not set up right, if you're not in the right headspace, how are you supposed to be leading people? How are you supposed to be guiding people? Now, you're not Jesus Christ himself. You don't have to be perfection. But I want you to have things that bring you back to your vision, back to your core values, back to earth, right? Things that you can implement every single day that help you be a better person, be a better leader. Whether that is a spiritual practice like meditation or prayer or spending time, in your church community or, conversing with a devotional group or something of that nature. Spirituality is so important to just keeping us sane as human beings. And that could look very different from all different walks of life. But having something that ties us to the otherworldly is very, very key, I believe. And then, of course, like fitness, nutrition and fitness, and making sure that you're staying healthy, making sure that your body is working right, making sure that you're taking your vitamins and drinking your water and, eating good, healthy, clean choices is so, so important. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't enjoy life and you shouldn't live a little, right? Of course you should, but there's a balance to everything. And for you to show up your best, when you're hungover and you're feeling terrible, or you ate horrible and you just feel like bloated and gross and you don't feel good. If you don't feel good, if you don't look good, you don't feel good. If you don't feel good, the whole day is thrown off. So making sure that you're showing up as your best self. Of course you can have fun, but I want you to show up and be a motivation for your team. Something that really drives me is that I want my team members to look at me and say, I strive to live the way you live. I want them to look at me as a role model. And as a business owner, I think that's a really important thing for you to bring to the table. Making sure that you understand whether you want to or not, you are their role model. You are someone that they possibly look up to, someone that they want to be like. So making sure that you have your spirituality, your fitness and nutrition, and your family, your life, your finances in alignment is really important. We should talk about that. Personal finances, when they're a mess, how are you supposed to be leading people in business? I'm not saying, again, that you have to be perfect. That's not the message here. The message is making sure that everything you can do in your power to be congruent, to be authentic is in your control, and you're doing those things and striving to be the best you can be. When you show up and you're in that correct headset, heart set, mindset, you can move forward, you can make decisions, you have clarity, things become easier. There's a phrase, and I just think this is so valid. They say, when emotions are high, intelligence runs low. And I think that's really important, because when life is stressing you out, when there's all this drama, or you're surrounded by chaos and your emotions are high, it's hard to make decisions. It's hard to, fall in line with what you should be doing, with what you need to be doing. Intelligence runs low in those moments. So trying to keep your life smooth, easy, clean. The last year of my life has not been easy at all. I lost my father, and what a blessing that I was handed his businesses, but taking over any business is a challenge. And it's my first year of being married, so there's all that on top of it, and all sorts of different things happen. But with a high and a low, you have to make sure that you show up as true. You show up and give your team what they need to succeed. It was my duty and my job to be their leader over this last year when it was a low year for me. But the best thing I could do is continue to show up genuine and authentic, and give them my heart and soul, and give them what they want and need and deserve. So keeping yourself in alignment, balanced, is absolutely vital to being the best leader that you can be, to being the best owner operator of a residential assisted living home, or any business for that matter.